everyone, it's Daisy here again, along with my second video. This video I am doing is for, I believe it's Studio Challenges blog, and the challenge was to use frames on your layout. I will put a link below to the challenge. Um, at the beginning, I showed you the paper that I'm going to be using. I had two of them, but I decided to go with the Bella Boulevard Love and Marriage paper. It's a kind of tan color with little hearts on it. Right now, I'm just cutting down the photo. The photo is of me and my family sitting back on our porch one day this last spring. Sorry I'm a little out of frame. Something happened with my camera setup. I think I bumped it with my head. Here you can see I adjusted it up. I was just pulling out some frames. I have some there from Dear Lizzie, and I also, that one kind of blue check one is from, I can't remember who made it, but it's a We Our Family is the name of the collection. The other ones are all simple stories from the I Am collection and one of their other collections. I got a bunch of them from peachycheap.com and they all got mixed together, so I'm not sure which collections they're from, but they're simple stories. Here I'm just trying to arrange the frames around the photo to make it look like layering pieces. And here I'm going to cut the one frame apart so that it nestles in with that pink stripe frame. And I really like the way I have the layout now with the wood grain frame in between the two, but I completely forget about it and it doesn't end up that way, which is fine. Now I'm just thinking about the frames. I don't want them to be lined up perfectly, and I don't want them to be there to be any like trapped space. So I'm trying to, there you saw the thumbs up. I really like that layout, but it's going to get changed a little bit as I try to back these papers. Now I'm just using papers out of my giant scrap box. That one there is a Jen Hadfield Pebbles homemade paper from the Best Of collection that I got at Michael's. And I've said it before that it's a really bad quality paper, but it's okay as a layering piece. Here I'm cutting out this paper. It's got little hearts on it, and I cannot remember where I got that paper. It's like cream background with two-toned hearts on it. And sorry again, I'm out of the frame here cutting, but I'm just cutting down scraps to back my frames. Now for this video, I hope that the sound is a little bit better. I did realize that I had the video sound turned way down. So even when I listened to it on my computer, it was a little bit quiet, but I thought it would be okay. And then as soon as I uploaded it, I realized it was really quiet. So hopefully this will fix that. If not, I'm new and I'll just keep making adjustments. Here I'm using an American Crafts older paper. It came from a paper pad all about love. It's a really older one, but I'm not sure what the name of the collection is. And I'm just adhering the papers behind. Unfortunately, my glue was much wider than my papers, so I got it all over the place. So you just see me trying to clean it up a little bit. And normally I don't like cream and white together. It bothers me. But because the background is kind of a creamy tan color and it has white hearts on it, I felt like if ever a time there was to mix the two, it would be now. That pink chevron paper that's behind that teal frame, I'm not sure where I got that from at all. Unfortunately, when everything gets mixed up in my scrap box, I oftentimes forget where they came from because they don't have their manufacturer labels on them anymore. Now I'm using that little polka dot teal or turquoise, I'm not sure which color it is anymore. frame to frame in, it says Celebrate Today on that one pink frame. You saw my daughter wave there. She really wanted to be in the video and kept trying to stick her head in. Now I'm just going through my random ephemera box. It contains multiple cut-aparts where I've cut them apart and the little bits have ended up in there. Lots of different ephemera pieces from different collections. It's basically where everything ends up once the packaging has kind of lost its integrity. Then it goes into this box here. And here you see me pulling out some random pieces that I'm thinking about using. That camera was fussy cut out of a piece of paper, and I'm not going to end up using that. That little turquoise flower frame, it has Love You With All My Heart, I believe is what it says in that little gray box. That is from a cut-apart sheet that I got off of Scrapbook.com, and I cannot remember where it came from. It might be possibly, I'm pretty sure it was American Crafts, but I'm not sure if it was like Dear Lizzie or Amy Tan or something like that. And here you just see all the pieces that I might use. For this paper, or for this layout, I really chose to kind of not do a lot of embellishing because I felt like all of the frames kind of did that for me. And as you can see, I kind of Frankenstein a piece of paper to fill in that little corner of the teal frame, and I end up covering it up because I think it looks terrible and it really bothers me. So here I'm going to start adhering stuff down, and this is where my original layout that I really liked kind of gets messed up because I forgot where it was. And that frame was a little crooked and I wanted to fix it, but it was not going to come off that paper, so just leave it. Sorry for all of the transitions. I had to cut out a bunch of the video because I bumped the camera with my head quite a few times. Since then, I have adjusted where my camera goes, so hopefully that will be better and there won't be so many transitions. So now I'm just working on adhering these things down. Just wanted to say to everybody who's watching my videos that I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. I'm really excited to do this. My daughters are super excited that I'm making videos, and they can't wait to make their own scrapbook videos, so that might be a little series that I do on here. My son thinks I'm a big dork for doing it, but I think he thinks it's a little cool too that his mom is doing that. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who's stopping by to watch these videos. It really means a lot to me. So here you see me cutting apart. These are from Crate Paper or Maggie Holmes or one of those little sheets, and you just see me cutting apart these little phrases. One of them says love you, one of them says hey you, and I'm making them into little banners. I'm going to layer those two together to kind of cover up my Frankenstein piece over there. The one on the bottom says life is grand, and I really don't like it there, and I kind of wish I would have taken it off, but it's too late. I liked it at the time, so I just left it. Here I'm using my little Xyron sticker maker, and these pieces are vellum pieces, and they are from a Heidi Swap, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Heidi Swap. I could be mistaken on that. But it was like a collection, like a travel kind of ephemera pack, and they had a bunch of vellum pieces in it, and so I chose to use those too. And then you also saw me run a Smile acetate piece. Now I've had this piece for quite some time, and I actually love using them. A lot of YouTubers that I watch seem to struggle using them, but they're kind of my favorite pieces. And I think those might be Heidi Swap too. So you're not going to see a whole lot more of embellishing. I did use some Hero Arts soft granite gray ink to kind of distress the edges of the little tags that I cut out because I didn't feel like they were standing out enough. And I also had to use some fun foam on the back of my photo to help it stand up to those frames. And here I'm thinking about using some things. I do use one of those enamel hearts, and those might be from Freckled Fawn, but they might be from Scraptastic Kit. And there's the end of the video. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch my video. Please like and subscribe, and you can go check out everything on my blog.